guys, and welcome to another video. Today I wanted to do a little get ready with me and then we can just have a chat. So as usual, I have some coffee. What else is new? I've been digging this little coaster lately. It's just too cute. I'm gonna put this further away so I don't spill anything. Guess what we did 2 days ago? We ordered a cruise to the Caribbean for spring of 2020, which I'm so excited about. The cruise stops in Mexico, Jamaica, and Haiti. I've been to the place in Jamaica before. It stops in Falmouth, and I've been to Montego Bay and Falmouth when I was in Jamaica 4 years ago, almost 4.5, in October of 2014. And then I got a notice from a friend of mine, the friend that I went to see in Orlando in December, that she might come to visit me next summer in 2020. And then another friend of mine is getting married in Paris, or in, I don't know if it's in Paris, but in France in the fall of 2020. So 2020 is going to be a busy year for me for sure. But I've been wanting to go see her for a while now. She was the friend that I visited in Paris 2.5 years ago. She's since moved from Paris to Toulouse. And she does have an Instagram account, so if you don't follow her, you totally should. She goes on a lot of vacations and shares so many beautiful pictures. Her Instagram is Christine_travels, and that's Christine with a K. And we actually also met when I was in Disney. A lot of my friends I met when I was in Disney. I have like some friends from high school that I still talk to, but apart from that, most of my friends are currently Disney people or people that I met while working for IKEA. So, okay, I'm just gonna show you what I brought out. So, I want to do something warm and golden orangey, I think. So, I brought out this homemade Sephora Z palette, which has a lot of different colors in it. So, I'm thinking maybe like these three, and then, yeah. And then I brought out two NYX quads, which is these two, and I'm gonna hold them like this, which is these two, and then this one is Explicit, and this one is Stunner. And I actually really love these eyeshadow quads. They're amazing, and the colors are so pretty. And I've actually used, especially this one, a lot. And then this one has the orange and a more green color. And I also brought out this Mini C palette, which has some eyeshadows from Essence in it, which basically this middle one here is the one that I might or might not use. It's a little bit lighter than the other ones, but we will see what I end up doing. So, yeah, like I said, 2020 is going to be a busy year for me, and 2019 hasn't even started yet. I don't know how that happened. But I'm so ready to get my friend here. She's never been abroad before, so going to Norway might actually be her first trip out of the States, which I think is honestly kind of a little bit hilarious, just because it is it's so far away, you know, compared to her home country, which is like the other side of the earth pretty much. So I am waiting for that, and then I'm going to apply for time off for a road trip this summer, which I'm also so ready for. I am applying to get 3 weeks off like consecutively, which I've never had before, because I always think that if you have 3 weeks in, I don't know, July, and then you have 1 week in the spring and one in the fall, it's so far away, and I really like vacation, like traveling and stuff. And if I take just, I don't know, I just like doing, like, I know a lot of people really like working, and I don't mind working, but I work to live, you know? So I just want to have as much time off as possible, which obviously is not always a possibility because I have to actually make money, since I have to pay for things like mortgage and stuff like that. But I don't know. It seems like the universe is with me for this one. So apart from the trip to November, which is happening in November, where did I get that from? Apart from from the trip that I'm going on to London in February, I will not be traveling a lot this year. Probably apart from the road trip, there won't be any. And the road trip is with Marius, which I think we're going to Bergen, but I don't know for sure yet. Previously, we've been on road trips to Trondheim, which was not 2018, but 2017. And then in 2016, we went to the south and the west of the country. So we went to Kristiansand and to Stavanger. And on the way to Kristiansand, from where we lived before, it was about a 4-hour car drive, so it's not too bad. And then we were planning on having 2 nights in Kristiansand, and then I think we had 4 or 5 nights in Stavanger, and then we were driving cross country back. And it was, we had so much to see down there because we were, I'm using this brush cleaner thing to like clean off my brushes a little bit. Because I should probably wash them. But we spent, I think, 12 hours going down to Kristiansand, which was supposed to be a 4-hour drive, because there was just so much to see and we stopped everywhere. And that's what we always do, so we just realized that 1 week isn't enough. We're gonna have to have more than that. So 2 to 3 weeks is probably going to be good. And as long as we get those like after each other, it doesn't really matter when we go. I would like to go sometimes when it's actually warm, so preferably July, end of June, July, or the beginning of August. So I'm just gonna have to wait and see. I got a reply for my Christmas. I really cannot speak today. Maybe it's because I haven't had breakfast yet. I'm getting a reply to my holiday or vacation wishes on March 1st. And then we're just gonna have to plan it out after that. But first up is VidCon, and I am so ready for VidCon, you have no idea. I just can't wait to be somewhere where everyone does what I do, you know? And we got the creator tickets, and we talk a little bit about VidCon too in the mukbang that I did with Elisa, so if you haven't checked that out yet, I will leave a link up here. We talk about like our 2019 goals and all the different stuff while eating a lot of food. So if you want to check that out, I will leave the link up here, and her channel is Lost Norwegian in one word. So you can find her there, and she's been to the VidCon that was in the US this fall, I think it was, or this summer, 2018 summer. And then after that, she really wanted to go to the London one, and I was like, sure, I'll go. So apparently business cards are a thing at VidCon. So I've been working on a business card for my YouTube channel, or my like social media, which has been a little bit fun and a lot of difficult. So I did a like a sketch or whatever in Photoshop, and I'll just insert that here so you can see it. And then I posted it on a group that I'm with, and I asked for some feedback, and then I got a lot of feedback. And I tried to follow, I think, too much of it, and it was very much like, keep it to one font, get this font smaller, change your picture, which I didn't want to do because my the photo that I used was the photo that I used for my Instagram. But now I updated that photo, so you can I use the same photo on Instagram and YouTube, and then I can use that one there instead, which is where I have the long purple hair, which they suggested doing something that is more like what I look like now, because I have because it's going to be easier to remember me. And I will be re-dyeing my hair purple before we go, so it's definitely going to be purple in February. So I am like, I got a few examples. People just threw something together because people are great like that, and it's a group for female digital nomads, which I'm definitely not, but I would love to be independent, like location independent at some point. And just getting there is a start, and a business card might get me somewhere, you know. At VidCon, most of the people I think are creators, but there's definitely the possibility that someone there is businesses, and a good business card is a good way to go. So after getting some feedback, and I did the second one, which was, I really didn't like it at all. It looked like this. I just think it was super boring, and it didn't give me anything. It didn't show off my personality, and it didn't, just in general, didn't do anything for me. So I posted it and said, like, after all your feedback, this is what I came up with. I really don't like it. Give me some pointers. And then someone posted apparently there's a site called Moo, which has a lot of templates and stuff. So someone used that site and they posted a picture of the picture that I used on Instagram, which should be updated. It's the same one that I have on YouTube as you see this. On the front, which covered the entire face of me, and then the tallest side of the business card was going upward, so it was portrait instead of a landscape format. And then it had a strip across, but she wasn't able to move it, so the strip was like right across here, which was not great, because when you crop photos, you should never crop out someone's chin, which is like photography 101, but she wasn't able to move it. And then the back was pretty plain, but like still pretty nice. And I also got another one with a blue background, which had a frame around it with the name in it and then the icons. So I kind of threw those two together a little bit. So I'll post like the front here and the back here so you can see what they look like. And I'm actually really happy with that. So I posted that one right before starting to film this video. So I'm now hoping that I'll get some feedback on that, and then that is going to be a lot better than the ones that I had before. Which I really think it will be, because it looks, in my opinion, a lot more professional. And then my hair and my lipstick in that picture is purple, and purple is in like color science or whatever. Purple is a sign of creativity, which is really good. Elisa's always also making some business cards. I don't know if she started yet. In the VidCon in the US, she was asked for business cards a lot, so she thought it would be good to have some for this one, just in case. Because it would be kind of, I don't know. Business cards is nice to have anyway, right? Because it looks professional and whatever. I'm talking so much, I'm not even drinking coffee. So I know I've asked you this before, but if you are going to VidCon, let me know, because I would love to meet up. I'm always looking for more friends, and especially, like I mentioned, people who do the same that I do. Because the only friend that I have that does YouTube is Elisa, and I have some friends who want to start YouTube, but they don't, mostly because they think that they don't have the great equipment, or they don't have whatever to start. And it's a shame, because everyone starts somewhere. If you have been with my channel for a while, my videos have gotten a lot better in the recent, like, probably year, maybe two. Especially since after I moved here, I think my videos have gotten a lot better, just because this apartment is so big and well lit. It just looks a lot different from what it used to do. And with the other one, it was always quite dark, and here I have like the light coming to my face, which is a white light, which it just helps keep everything nice and bright. And my background is pretty plain, which means that there's not a lot of distractions back there. And I think that definitely helps a lot. But I did start with a webcam, and the quality was terrible. I had, I think, no editing, and
Alla diva lipsticks. And I have 5 of these.
it was not great. If I'm able to, I'll insert like a photo or a something about from one of my last videos, one of my early videos. I had some of those too that went pretty, which did really well, like for my standards, especially back when I had like 100 to 300 subscribers. I'm just playing around now, honestly. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I'm just adding color. This is what I like about doing makeup, especially when I have time to just like sit and play with it, because that's the part that I like to do. I'm gonna just take a towelette and wipe off my hands. I still have the Wet n Wild Under the Sheets makeup towelettes. Oh, and I got some packages from my AliExpress haul yesterday, and I can't wait to do that haul, and everything was so cheap too. Every time I do a haul video, from places that send packages individually, like Wish, eBay, AliExpress, Joom, all of that, I do a page like this in my book, and then I set a little mark when I receive the package. So I got 5 yesterday, and I have no idea how they fit 5 packages into our little mailbox, because it's super tiny. And I ordered 13 things, and I didn't even pay $100. And they're like clothing, apart from one thing. I think they're all clothing. And I ordered a new phone, My phone has been slowly dying. You might know that I had it in for service in this, I think this summer or early fall, where they changed out the battery and the main card of the phone, and it's been a lot better since then, but it's still starting to die a little bit. I bought this in November of 2016, so it's over 2 years old now, and it's starting to die on me. Plus, I got a crack in the screen, which was my fault. I don't know how that happened though. I just took it out of my pocket, and then suddenly there was a crack in it. And then I was looking at the Huawei Mate 20 Pro, but it's very expensive, and honestly, I just can't be bothered paying that much for a phone. So I ended up getting the light version, which was a lot cheaper, and that was sent yesterday, so I should probably get that. Probably not until Monday or Tuesday though. And then in addition to my phone, since I was already placing an order, I also ordered a book. So I got this book, which is the 4-Hour Workweek from Timothy Ferriss, which I am so excited to read. And then on the back here, it just says, warning, do not read this book unless you want a new way of living. Forget the old concept of retirement and saving for the future. There is no need to wait and every reason not to. Whether your dream is escaping the rat race, experiencing first-class world travel, earning a monthly 5-figure income with no management, or just living more and working less, this book is the blueprint. And this is the expanded and updated version. Honestly, I expected the book to be half this. It's pretty big actually. There's almost 400 pages in here. But the text is pretty big, so I think it's going to be a quick read either way. And also it's just a topic that I'm really, really interested in. And I think maybe after I've read this, maybe I'll do a giveaway for it so that some of you can read it. So if you want me to do that, let me know, because I think this is something that a lot of people want, but a lot of people don't know how to actually get there. Up until maybe a year or two ago, I didn't even know that this was an option, not working 9 to 5, and I thought that that was something that only super smart people who made an app and sold it or was mining Bitcoin could do. And it's not. You just have to work to get there, and that's what I'm trying to do. And it's definitely a struggle, and it's definitely taking time, but if I just start now, and even if it takes 5 years, that's still going to be a lot of time in my life that I can do spend doing things that I want. Like in my job now, there's no room for spontaneous vacations. You have to apply for time off several months in advance. There's no way to get any time off in any quicker way than that. And I've always been a spontaneous vacation person, like ordering a vacation the week before and just going. And in the job that I have right now, that's just not an option, which I really miss. So if you have been in my situation and you have started something of your own and it either did great or it didn't work out at all, let me know your story down below, because I would love to hear from some of you guys if you have actually done this. And how long did it take you? Did you work full-time while working on your business? Or so obviously for my case, I work full-time and I commute to work, so I'm gone close to 10 hours every single day, and I just don't find a lot of time left in my day to do business related stuff. Like, I have YouTube, and I manage to film and edit 2 videos a week, and it's okay, especially because I do work later twice a week. I can take the time before work to do the work, and Marius has gotten used to the fact that on every Wednesday and every Sunday, I do spend some time in the evenings editing a video and uploading it, making thumbnails and all of that. But a business is a lot more work than YouTube. But according to Timothy Ferriss, it's apparently not, because you can do it in just 4 hours a week. So we'll see how that goes. But like I said, let me know down below if you want me to do a giveaway of that book after I read it. I feel like I ask this in every single one of these videos that I do, where I just sit down and talk. But if there are any videos that you want me to make, let me know. I've been thinking about doing a video about how to cope with negativity online, and dealing with negative comments and all of that. And then I'm also working on a Q&A, so I've been gathering up your questions for a video. So if you have any questions that you would like me to answer in a Q&A, leave them down below and I'll enter those in there as well. I keep getting mascara everywhere. I'm about to color my hair again. Like I said, I'm going to color it purple again. And then after the purple, my plan is still to do rose gold for spring. And I think that's going to be really interesting. I don't know how my hair is going to, or how I will look with a rose gold kind of color, which is a little bit more pink orange. And also Marius really doesn't like a pink, he really doesn't like orange hair, but he'll manage, he always does. I think he's just used to it now. He said the other day that he most of the time doesn't even realize when I do something to my hair because I do it so often. Like when I cut it from like down here and up here, so I lost quite a bit, and I did a video on that, so if you haven't seen that, I'll link that up there as well. The brow product that I'm using is the Allure like with Fleur de Force kind of thing, and the packaging is really cheap, but the product is actually quite good. And then you have a lighter and a darker one, and then this lighter highlighting color. And I, for the most part, use the darker shade because I like my brows to be a little bit darker, just so that you can see them, because my brows in themselves are quite pale. You can see I've used it a lot. You can see those like indents in there. And then I'm just taking the brush and like wiping off all this. I got this from Wish, and I was planning on doing a video about more like beauty things, if they work kind of thing. But then I never ended up doing it. But this works alright. You can see there's some color on there. It's not like washing your brushes, but it's definitely better than not doing anything. This 131 Inglot eyeshadow rainbow. Yeah, the bottom one here, just to get a little bit of color underneath my eye as well. My hair still feels so soft after I cut it, which I love. I've been obsessed with the Saint perfume from Kat Von D lately, so I'm going to be using some of this. Love that. And then I'm going to add a little bit of oil to my hair. I've been filming for 35 minutes right now. I'm gonna go make breakfast. I have to leave in half an hour. And then I'm gonna have to get dressed. I've just like not been into clothes lately. So like now I'm wearing this like I don't know, it's like a sports bra kind of, but cotton fabric with these thin straps, and then pajama pants. I'm probably going to buy more PJs when we're going to Primark. We're also going to be doing the Primark challenge again. So I did a Primark challenge with Elisa last time we went. I'll leave that up in the corner as well, so you can see that if you haven't seen it already, which is the 25-pound Primark challenge, where you have to buy a full outfit for the other person for 25 pounds. It was very interesting. Yes. Okay, so that was the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a big like if you did. Leave me comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Patreon at chrisbeeblack. For my Patreon, I have 3 different types, which is Pichu, Pikachu, and Raichu. Pichu is for $1, Pikachu for $10, and Raichu is for $25. And I do have a Raichu Patreon, Petra. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!